Hinketsuki, let's go and on the 10-monther.
Hi. 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 I don't know what happened to the sound alerts. I don't know why they started using that overlay. Howdy, Heme. Hi. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. She's naked. I'm towels. I'm towels. I'm not naked. What the heck? What the heck? I have towels. Just got out of the shower. Well, I had to practice my methods before. I had to check it to make sure that what I was presenting to you was effective. I had to test. Of course, the eye patch stays on in the shower. Of course. Of course. Her ass is indeed washed. True. 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 Is this the shower with your dad simulator? No, but that would have been a really good game to play after. I should have thought about that. Showers? Yeah. Yeah. Showers. Yeah. Step 1. Toss bath bomb toaster into tub. Whoa. Whoa. No. Careful. Ready for notes? Yeah, did you guys come with pencil and paper? Did you guys come with pencil and paper? This is 300 years of trial and error. This information that I'm sharing with you is my own secret sauce. It will only be shared here today. There will not be a makeup class. There will not be a how to shower 102. There will not be a follow-up. Nothing. However, the VOD will exist on YouTube, so I mean, if you really need to go back, that at least exists. What about a makeout class? Y'all can organize that amongst yourselves. How? In teacher fashion, I didn't eat. I spent my time prepping. So I'm going to eat while I give this presentation. I have, chia seed pudding. Can I rewatch the VOD? Yes. How can I be sure you follow these steps? Source, just trust me, bro. In the shower? It's okay, this is post-shower snack. No tortilla chips and salsa? Can you imagine? We need a live demonstration to ensure these methods work. I've already showered on stream before. You missed it. You missed it. Para raided into me the moment I was showering on stream, too. Yeah, you had to be there. Second time's the charm. No. That was a one-off exclusive. That was a one-off exclusive. No! She also peed on stream, guys. You can't forget that. Hey! Listen. Who needs specifics? Who needs that? I'm late? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just like the ankle reveal? Whoa. Listen, I'm not that scandalous. Okay, calm down. So if I'm not following these steps, am I not clean? I'll get into it when I get into the presentation. Don't you worry. This OST is too comfy. My ass is gonna be sleeping in class. No, because I turned the AC on. It's really cold, and so you can't fall asleep. I missed the peak of Heme streams. We can get higher. We can get much higher. It being cold makes it better to sleep. I heard that teachers would turn the AC up because it made people not want to sleep, right? Because some people need like warmth. But yeah, for me, I'm the opposite. I honk shoe me when it gets cold. Showers with their clothes on to do your laundry at the same time. I'm washing me and my clothes. Are we getting before and after shot too? Brother, if you're viewing from a web browser, There are a plethora of porn sites for you. You can find what you're looking for there. Hi, Wilson. But yeah, today's stream, as I eat my pudding. Today's stream, I have prepared for you a presentation of how to shower. Now, I know some of you may be saying, a VTuber? Teaching me how to shower? Yeah, it's true. Listen. Okay. I may only shower 2-3 times a week, okay? But I shower effectively. I shower effectively. And I'm gonna teach you how to shower effectively. So that whether you're a daily showerer, every other day showerer, twice a week showerer, once a month showerer. Okay, that might be a stretch. That you will be clean and fresh. Twice a year. As mentioned, this is over 300 years of trial and error. This is over 300 years of trial and error. This is the secret Heme Hinketsuki sauce. The secret sauce. So get your paper out, get your pens out. We're starting the lesson. Is everyone here? Everyone, I'm taking attendance. So make sure you get your high redeems in. I am taking attendance right now. Nano, congratulations on getting first. I will now call your names in a non-specific order. If you are here, say here. Nano Machines, Blueberry Cryborg, The Random Pie Man, Hiwalion, Tony Cloak, I'm really bad at this, Boneless Weeb 38, Neo Looker, Monotoad Schlump, Reverse Donor, Nightly Vaughn, Alkior, Dr. Friedrich, Nauta Khan, I hope to find out, Naito _ Raito, Avery _ Dusk Bit with a 1 instead of an I. Citizen _ number 7. Where's citizen _ number 6? Karkle Crusader, Muto, Pumbaa Senpai, Larva of Avaricha. Sorry if I butchered that. I'm so sorry. Panda Cow Moo. What an interesting name. Your parents must love you. The Doc Period. Jack _ MX. Sin _ X _ error. Sawdabones. L4 _ man. Timekeeper SSB. This guy likes Super Smash Bros. Melchior _ the _ wise. Nauta Khan, which I think I already called your name, but perhaps you have a twin. Okay, attendance has been taken. Attendance has been taken. Welcome in, class. I am your instructor for today. My name is Heme Hinketsuki. I'm a chuny anemic vampire if you don't know me. I like to play horror games and retro games, simulator games. I just like playing games. One thing I don't like doing, however, is showering. Well, Hime, how can you give a presentation on how to shower if you don't like it? As I've said before, I'm very efficient about this. I do what I can to be as clean as possible so I do not have to do it a bunch of times because I fucking hate touching wet surfaces. It's gross. It's disgusting. I hate it. It's an ick of mine. Yucky. But I will now pass my knowledge of the efficient shower onto you. Actually, I don't know if this is like efficient. There's a lot of steps, honestly. I already know some of you are going to be like, that's too many steps. That's too hard. Well, sorry, you're going to be a stinker then. You're going to be a stinker. You're going to have dry skin. You're going to have dry hair. That's on you. If you don't want to follow these steps, that's fine. But anyway, let's start. Everybody got your pen and paper? Yo, Prof, you also forgot Mike Hawk. Mike Hawk, Mr. Mike Hawk, are you here? Say present. Mr. Mike Hawk, where are you? Are you here? oh, I see. Okay, I see. You were almost marked truant. Mr. Mike Hawk. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you can join us today. Sif Loxy Akon Bunis Bad Boy. What the fuck kind of name? You forgot Hugh Janus. Hugh Janus? On YouTube, are you here? Say here. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Thank you for checking into the blood bank. What rank are you in showering? You know what? Grandmaster. Top 10 challenger showerer here. But not number 1. Definitely top 10, but not number 1. Surely there is someone out there who's better than me. God, I sure hope so. Are you accepting questions during the presentation or after? After. Get your pen and paper out. We're starting. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way. I do have chia seeds stuck in my teeth, so. All right. Let's get down to business. Real mature class. Real mature. Real mature. To start this off, I must put out the disclaimer that I am not a professional. I am just a girl. I will not be going into depth about your personal skin type, hair type, needs, etc. Use this presentation as a baseline and expand on it however it is you feel you need to in order to address your certain wants and needs. Okay? I'm just a girl. I can talk about what works for me. I can give suggestions if you have similar hair type, skin type, whatever preferences. But please do not take this as law. You must adjust to suit your own. Not everybody is built the same. Okay? Keep that in mind. I am just a girl. You miss a girl? Get ready, the lawsuits. Oh no. Alrighty. Let's get on to it. Slide 1. Now, before we even get into the nitty-gritty of cleaning yourself, we must talk about upgrades, people. Upgrades, okay? Do you still have that boring shower head that's attached? Huh? Are you getting watermarks on your shower window? Are you losing your jewelry down the drain? Is your drain getting clogged? Is your hair getting dry from the water? There are solutions for this. And I have 3 upgrades I think every shower or bath needs. Now, one of these is optional, obviously. It's very situational. Whoever threw that, your mom's a hoe. Anyway. First, detachable shower head. This is like next level for people who have not invested in one of these. A detachable shower head is not only great for controlling water during rinses, but it also is great for cleaning the shower. After you're done showering, rinse everything down. Boom. No more soap scum stuck to the wall. Your shampoo and conditioner that's fallen out of your hands. You rinse that all down the drain. Rinse that all down the drain. Why are you wearing jewelry in the shower? Well, if you wear actual gold, you can shower with your jewelry on. However, if you're broke, take it off. Fun fact. If you're wearing actual genuine silver and gold, you can shower with these on. Fun fact. Anyway, detachable shower head. Not only awesome for you, but awesome for later you who doesn't want to break your back washing, deep cleaning too hard. The second one, a shower door squeegee. Now, if you don't have the shower bath combo and you shower in one of those enclosed shower situations that has the door with the screen on it, the little frosted glass, get yourself one of these squeegees and squeegee the door. It helps with getting the water off so that it doesn't dry and cause water stains. Your mom will thank you. Your mom will thank you. This one's optional, of course. Very situational. The third, a drain cover. This helps catch hair. If your jewelry falls off, like your necklace or something, it can fall into that little compartment in there and you won't lose it down the drain. These are awesome. These are awesome. You can catch hair, no more clogs. I know I deal with this. Drano is my best friend because I don't have one of these. Because unfortunately, my drain doesn't support one of these. I'd have to get the one that goes over the little stopper, and those are gross. So, for the love of God, if you have a drain that supports one of these, please get it. Please, 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 please. Yeah, drain cover also prevents bugs from crawling up. I've seen some insane centipedes in my time. Yeah, it's true. Upgrades. Also, for detachable shower heads, some people have what is called hard water. Basically, it's water that is heavy in minerals, which can really dry your hair out. So if you live in an area that has hard water, you can actually get detachable shower heads that have a filter, and it'll soften the water up a little bit. Fun fact. You do have to change the filter, though. Heme, this is already too many steps. I have to change a filter. Yeah, sorry. Sorry about that, bud. But yeah, upgrades. Upgrades for your shower. Make your shower space a little bit more luxurious, a little bit more functional. Next! Now we're getting into it. Slowly but surely. But this is before care. This is what you do before you get into the shower. Now, you don't have to do these, but these are my personal suggestions. For those of you who like to use hair masks, hair oils, things like that, I really, really recommend you use these before you shower. Before you shower. Using a hair mask in the shower, nobody wants to wait all that time. Nobody wants to. No. So this way, you can put the hair oils on, your hair mask on, you clip your hair up, or whatever if you don't have long hair, if you're bald, I don't know. Sit there. Just, watch a Heme Hinketsuki stream for a couple hours before you shower. Let that oil, let all those proteins sink in. Now, there's a couple other things I suggest. Detangling your hair before you shower. This can really help a lot with limiting the amount of hair that actually falls out during the shower. Not only that, wooden hairbrushes can really help with scalp circulation. So all you bald MFers out there, help yourself. Help yourself. Do a little bit of 5-minute bamboo brushing. Stimulate the scalp. Get the blood flowing, the circulation going up there. Then apply those scalp oils if you have those, the rosemary, etc. All those things that help with hair growth. Yeah, apply those and let those sink in. What if I'm a balding chud? It's over. It's over. Shave it all off. Yeah. I brush my hair before I wash it, but then I even have to detangle forever once I put conditioner in. Yeah. I do both. I do before and in shower. But doing it before also helps with limiting how much you have to pull. My lights at glass, we're kind of just getting into it, honestly. Besides hair stuff, there's also things you can do for the body to prep. You can do something called dry brushing. You get a bristle brush, and what you do with this is you brush upwards on your body towards your heart. Remember this, not down, up. So it also helps with circulation, and it also helps get rid of dead skin cells. It's a form of physical exfoliant. Yeah. Helps prep the skin to be washed. And also, make sure to stretch and drink water. I know this sounds really stupid, but boy, I be hydrating before showers. I be hydrating a lot before showers. My anemic ass will pass out. I do not do well with like drops in blood pressure. I don't. So please, if you get dizzy during your showers, make sure to stretch, make sure to drink water. I know it sounds really stupid, but I've passed out a many a time. I have. Do it. Do it if you feel like you need to. It really does help a lot. It does help. Especially if you're somebody that likes to take really long, really hot showers. Definitely hydrate. Yeah. I'd be drinking like a whole 8-ounce glass of water before I shower sometimes. Yeah. Drink the shower of water. Wouldn't suggest that one. But you know what? If you got nothing else. I feel so bad for Dusk. I hope he has a bathroom for himself. He does. But my shower routine has nothing to do with Dusk. But yeah, this is before care. Dry brush. Detangle.
Taking notes. Hinketsuki noted.
Tiki, thank you so much for the 12 months, the 1 year. Yes, please take notes. But yeah, body brush. Detangle. Do your hair mask and oiling before you shower. Yeah. That's the move. Next slide. Pre-wash. Yes. Sometimes you need to pre-wash. Depending on how many products you use, how dirty you are, whatever you have, certain needs for your skin or your hair. Pre-wash. Why? Oh, I'll fucking tell you. So if you're somebody who uses like products on your hair, those products will build up. A single shampoo is not always going to get all of those products out. It's not. Just like with like your car, there's certain things you do before you start to soap and sud. There's some things you do after you soap and sud. Treat yourself as well as you treat your car. So there are things you can do. There are products you can use that will help loosen dirt, get rid of oil, get rid of product buildup. Maybe you have a specific need. Maybe you have like dandruff or something. Or maybe you're trying to target like hair loss, or maybe you have really frizzy hair, something like that. You can use pre-wash stuff. So there's stuff like soapbox products that have like hair growth or for like scalp smoothing. If you have dandruff, you can use an anti-dandruff shampoo at this point. Personally, what I do is I use a diluted apple cider vinegar mixture that I just make at home. So I just get apple cider vinegar and I'll put it into one of these little purple bottles that you see here with the little spouts at the end. I'll put a little bit and I'll dilute it with water. Apple cider vinegar is a pre-rinse, is good for like clarifying the scalp. It helps with also like balancing the pH of your scalp as well. So if you have like an irritated scalp, sometimes the pH is the reason. Like if you get itchy, it might be too basic. So apple cider vinegar can help with that. Some people also use this as like a post wash, like after you shampoo. I wouldn't use it before and after. I would do one or the other. I personally use it as before. Sometimes I'll use it as an after because it's really good for smoothing out the hair cuticle. Yeah, so it can help like promote shine, help with frizz and stuff like that. It's a really cheap option because some of these products can get really expensive, especially if you have like multiple items like I do. So I mean, I have apple cider vinegar at home. I dilute it with some water, boom, product free. My biggest issue is my scalp is so fucking dry. I feel you. I always double wash my hair even though I don't really use products in my hair. Did someone say cheap? Now we're talking. Yeah, I mean, you use what you have at home. But yeah, that's what I personally use. I've used the Soapbox Oh My Growth product. This was actually a product that Menace suggested on her alt. As we know, Heme Hinketsuki wants to grow her hair very, very, very long this year. I do like it. So basically what you do with these types of things, like the topicals, so like the apple cider vinegar or the soapbox stuff or anything similar like that where you have to apply directly to your scalp. You just apply it to your scalp, you rub it in, you let it sit for like 2-3 minutes maybe, and then you wash it out. I think anti-dandruff shampoo is self-explanatory. Just go ahead, apply, wash, rinse. And this is what you do to your hair before you wash it. Now there's also pre-wash for your body. Again, this is all very situational. If you have certain issues like body acne, sometimes an antibacterial soap can help with that. You can also get like a salicylic acid body wash that can help with that. If you deal with things like keratosis pilaris or strawberry skin, that's where you get those. Basically what it is a buildup of proteins in the hair follicle. So you get like these black or red dots on your legs or wherever else on your body. It's just a buildup of protein. To combat that, you can use like a lactic acid or a glycolic acid body wash and just target it on the specific areas. Lactic acid is going to be a lot more gentle, so if you're a daily showerer or like every other day kind of showerer, I would go for a lactic acid wash. If you are a, twice a week showerer, 2 to 3 times a week, glycolic acid is fine. It is stronger. It is more of a like deeper penetrating acid, but it's fine if you don't use it every single day. Don't use both. Use one or the other as well. But yeah. This is what you do. You prep your body before you rub it down with your scented soaps. Your what is it that everybody uses nowadays? Your Irish Spring. Yeah. I don't like the chemical ones, but I really love washing with the Lush scrubs. Yeah, I'm like the opposite. I don't really like the physical exfoliants. I feel they can be really irritating because they are physical. They're gonna scrape the top layer of your skin. They can cause like micro tears, things like this. So I prefer chemical exfoliants. They usually cause less irritation when they're used correctly. when they're used correctly. But every once in a while, I do like a nice little sugar scrub. Every once in a while. Usually like in the underarm area. But yeah, I'm a chemical exfoliant enjoyer. I am. But always make sure to like spot test before you use certain things like this as well. Sometimes your body doesn't react well. Sometimes you have really sensitive skin or other skin issues. Again, use this as a guide, as a base, and then adjust things as you need. Yeah. I also use the first aid scrub. It has AHA in it. Yeah. You're really upgrading my shower game here? Big H. Hell yeah. Yeah. These are some of my favorite products personally. I included the CeraVe one just because it's cheap. I don't really use this. I use a Panoxyl body wash sometimes. The antibacterial is really good if you want to feel like clean, but I haven't used this in a very long time. But I did like to use this during COVID. And then yeah, I use a glycolic acid wash on my legs instead of a lactic acid because I don't shower as often. So it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, that is the pre-body wash. I hear the CeraVe ones are good though. Yeah, no, CeraVe is good. Like a lot of people see it as like being a cheap, like derogatory product. I mean cheap as in like it's affordable. CeraVe products are great. They're a great like starting point for hygiene, skincare, anything like that. And then if you want to expand, but CeraVe products are awesome. Yeah, and they're very, very available. So yeah. So after you've pre-washed, after you've clarified your scalp, after you've cleansed your skin of dirt and oil, you can move on to the meat of your shower. Starting with shampoo. So if you are a pre-washer, you do not need to dual shampoo. You do not need to. You've already done the clarifying portion. It's not necessary. Sometimes you don't even need to double shampoo at all. Sometimes you don't. It's a choice. But yeah, if you've clarified, you do not need to double shampoo. So at this point, you can use your shampoo. You're going to want to focus on the scalp. And what's really important is that you pre-lather your shampoo. Pre-lather your shampoo into your hands. Activate those bubbles, activate those detergents, activate them in your hand, and then apply them to your scalp. To your scalp. Apply them to your scalp. Okay? And then you rub it in. Now, what's important about rubbing it in and working it into your scalp is that you use the pads of your fingertips, not your fingernails. Be really, really gentle with yourself when you're washing. We do not need the Power Scrubber 9000. Please. Let the products work for you. Unclench your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Let the products
so stinky, help me Hinketsuki cry.
Let the products work for you. Paid Wheel, thank you so much for the 7 months. So yeah, make sure you're using the pads of your fingertips. Now, if you don't trust yourself, like I don't trust myself, because I am a high cortisol female, I cannot help but work really, really roughly at all times. So I use what is called like a silicone scrub brush. It's the thing you see on the very far right here, the little green guy. It has soft silicone bristles. You hold onto it after you've applied the shampoo to your scalp, and then you use this. You work in like little circular motions. And then that will help agitate the top of the scalp, as in like helping, lift any dirt or anything. Work the shampoo in. Really make sure that you're getting a good clean. Make sure that you're getting really good clean. So I use one of these because I don't trust myself to only use the pads of my fingertips. Also, sometimes I have nails. I know everybody has nails, and sometimes it just happens. So this is just like a safety net for me. This is just a safety net. What's really important is that you make sure that you choose a shampoo that suits your hair type and your needs. Yes, there are different types of hair. There's thick hair, There's thin, fine hair. There's thick, coarse, textured hair. And also there's your scalp. Do you have an oily scalp? Do you have a dry scalp? Do you have dandruff? Etc., etc. So you're going to want to make sure that you choose a shampoo that's best for you. There's no hair. Your scalp is still important. So if you got like oily hair, you're going to go for something that's a little bit more clarifying. If you have dry hair, you're going to go for something that's maybe hydrating or moisturizing. They are two different things, and I'll get into that. Moisturization and hydration are two different things, and I'll get into it later. Or if you have like textured hair, maybe you want to go for something a little bit more gentle, something that doesn't have harsh surfactants and stuff like that, that's going to strip your hair of its natural oils. So make sure you choose something that works for you. Some of the ones on the bottom are my favorites. Right now, I'm using the, it's not Super Milk. Gloomy, what was the shampoo that you suggested to me? Shout out Gloomy, because I've been using a shampoo and conditioner that she recommended to me. I'm a big Lush enjoyer. No. I use the Sticky Dates body wash, but it's similar. It's a similar one. It's in the pot. Is it Super Milk? Basically, yes, it is Super Milk, actually. I think I lied. Is it Super Milk? Tofu. Sorry. It's tofu. It's called tofu. It's a cream shampoo, and this one doesn't have any, like, detergents in it. So detergents are going to be, like, your SLS, and things like that foam up, like, a lot. And the thing about these is that I don't like them personally because they strip my hair of, like, all the oils. And I have like wavy, kind of curly hair, and stripping all the oils from my hair is not something I want to do. Also, it's a protein shampoo as well. So I use tofu personally. This is another one I've used. The second one is a Korean brand. It's a raspberry vinegar hair shampoo. So it has apple cider vinegar built in. This was before I started using the scalp rinse. So I would use this shampoo. This one was really nice. I did like it during the summer. It's nice, it's nice. And then I have a Paul Mitchell clarifying shampoo. This is specifically like if I had swam or something, right? And you get the chlorine buildup in your hair. The Paul Mitchell clarifying shampoo is something that I really like. Or if I feel like I really do need the clarification, I'll use this one as well. But yeah, make sure to choose a shampoo that suits your hair needs or your scalp needs. Do I need a rubber duck for this tutorial? Yeah. You also need one of those scrub brushes on a handle, and you need a hairnet. Yeah. Super Milk? Yeah, Super Milk is like a scent. It's a scent, but I use the tofu shampoo. I really like it a lot. It's nice. If you have textured hair, it's really, really nice. And I think it lathers up pretty well, despite not having SLS in it. Smile. After shampoo is conditioner. Now, whereas you focus on the scalp with shampoo, conditioner is focused on the ends. Again, you're going to want to choose a conditioner that works best for you. So if you need hydration, or if you have dry hair, you'll probably reach for something that's hydrating. If you have like really fine hair, you'll probably reach for something a little bit more lightweight. If you have like thicker or textured hair, you'll reach for something more moisturizing. I think at this point, it's probably a good idea to explain the differences. So hydrating is going to add water using humectants. So it's going to add water to the hair. Moisturizing is going to lock in the water using emollients or occlusives. They're a little bit different. Emollients are like oils, like light oils, for example, where they're going to be, it's going to like fill in this is going to get a little bit technical, but it's going to fill in the little gaps and areas of the hair cuticle so that it locks in the water that your hair has soaked up from, whatever products you've used or just being in the shower in general. And then occlusives are types of stuff that add like a barrier to your hair. So things like silicones, Like dimethicone is very, very, very popular in skincare and like other body care, hair care products, because the silicone will basically create a layer over your skin or your hair and it will just lock everything in. I personally don't like occlusives. I avoid silicones as much as possible. It's up to preference. It's not bad for you. It's just personal preference. I go for something that's a little bit more that focuses on emollients. So yeah, and then of course let the product sit while you wash your hair. There's lots of yummy, good nutrients in your conditioners, and especially if they serve a purpose, just let them sit. Just let them sit. So if you've got long hair like I do, I like to use a little claw clip just to hold my hair up. Of course, you can also detangle in the shower during this conditioner step. I use a wet brush. There's people who say that blah, 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 using a wet brush in the shower while your hair is wet is going to cause breakage. As long as you are gentle with your hair, using a wet brush in the shower to detangle is fine. I personally prefer using a wet brush over my fingers because I feel like I pull less hair out. This is me. This is my personal preference. I don't use my fingers to hair detangle. Some people prefer this. I don't like to because I'm too rough. I don't trust myself. Once again, I don't trust myself. So I use a wet brush. This is the exact brush that I use. It's a recycled wet brush, but it looks cooler than the normal ones. And as long as you are gentle, you shouldn't stretch the hair shaft out. You shouldn't break anything. You just be really gentle. Be really slow during this process. For some information, your hair is I think they say about 30 times more fragile while it's wet than while it is dry. And again, this is going to get a little technical. The reason for this is that, so there is the hair shaft, which is made of proteins. When it absorbs the water, the bonds kind of loosen, and this can cause the hair shaft to become stretchy. So it can stretch a lot easier, which can lead to it breaking a lot easier. There's also something called the hair cuticle, which is like the outer shell that surrounds the shaft. And if you, I'm trying to, how can I make you visualize this? The hair cuticle kind of is like a bunch of roof shingles. Like, you know how they lay on top of each other and then they lay flat? That's how the hair cuticle is. So when it gets wet, the hair shaft expands and it causes the cuticles also to lift. Yeah, like scales. Yeah, exactly. So the hair cuticle will lift. This means when the hair cuticle is like lifted like that, you can cause like breaks, you can cause tears, you can cause snags. It's a lot easier for just any sort of general breakage to happen when your hair is wet. So that's why I say be really gentle. When you're shampooing, when you're conditioning, when you're detangling, be really, 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 really gentle. Let your products work for you. Make sure you're working slow. This should not be a high cortisol activity. Showering should be relaxing, though I can't help but panic, so I like to use a wet brush just because I know I'll be more gentle with the brush than I will be with my fingers. Is tying your hair up before it dries bad for you? I will get to this into the aftercare section, but that's a good question. Yeah. I'll get into this in the aftercare section. Yeah, so at this point, you can detangle your hair as you've applied your conditioner to your ends. You can tie it up if you need to, and then just let it sit, you know, good 2, 3, 5 minutes, whatever it is. You can use this time to wash your body, and I'll get into that into the next slide. Again, just like shampoo, you want to make sure that you are choosing a product that suits your hair type. So yeah, hydration for dry, lightweight for something if you have like fine hair, moisturizing for textured and thick hair. These are some of my personal favorites. I really do like the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curl and Shine Conditioner when I'm freaking broke and I can't spend money on Lush products. But I really do like the Power Conditioner from Lush. This is for somebody who has like wavy textured hair. It's a very moisturizing conditioner. I like it a lot. It doesn't like leave any smells or anything like that, which I personally like as well. Power smells so good. It does. For some reason, it doesn't leave like, it smells good in the shower, but yeah, when I leave the shower, it doesn't leave a scent, which I personally like. But this one is more moisturizing. If I feel like I need a hydrating conditioner, if I feel like I need to add water to my hair, There is this 11 brand that has the Hydrate My Hair, they should say moisture conditioner, or sorry, hydrating conditioner. It's not really like a moisturizing conditioner. It's a hydrating conditioner. But yeah, Power is my go-to, and then yeah, the Shea Butter for when I'm broke as hell, because it's like at Target. It's very very readily available, and they have different types for different hair types as well. So yeah. And then after you've applied conditioner, then you can wash your body. Wash your body. Make sure, I say this all the time, use a washcloth, a net sponge, a loofah, something while you are washing your body. For the love of God, please. None of you are working in the soap into your body with your hands long enough for it to mean a thing. Let your products work for you. Use tools that make cleaning easier. Use a washcloth. If you're like, ew, washcloth has to sit in the shower, that's gross. Okay, then use like a net sponge or a loofah or whatever it is. I personally really like African net sponges, which is the one you see on the far left, the little purple thing. They're similar to loofahs. It's a different material. It's not as rough. And the other thing that's awesome about African net sponges is that because they're not all tied together into a bunch, it's just this big long cloth. And so what I like to do with this is it really helps with getting your back, because you can just flip it behind you while you're holding it on both ends, and you go, and then you scrub your back. It's a really good way to make sure you're getting everywhere. So yeah, make sure you are using something to help you. Also, it's insane that this needs to be said. Wash your entire body. Wash your entire body. Stop just, oh, I just let the soap run down my legs. That's not enough. You stinky individuals. Yeah, wash your booty hole too. You know what? I didn't put this on the slides, but I know I'm gonna say it anyway. Wash your ass. And ladies, yes, you need to use soap on your vulva. Not in the pussy, the outside. The outside part, you know, that has like hair and produces oil and it sweats. Wash yourself. Wash yourself. Please. If you are scared about throwing off your pH, you can get pH balance soap and wash the outside. I have a separate soap that I use for my delicate bits. I do. For the booty and for the between the legs. I have a specific soap that I use. You do? Yes, honey. You do. Yeah. You don't want to put it in, but around. This goes for men too. Wash your balls. Wash underneath your foreskin. Wash between your booty cheeks. For the love of God, please. Please. Scrub your legs, wash between your toes, all of it. I have a system. I like to attack like the larger like areas first. So like your arms or your torso or your legs, wash that first. And then you can get into like the smaller, you know, areas like under your arms, under between your toes, underneath your foot, like the you know, the bottom of your feet. Scrub your back. And then you can just use your hands for your delicate areas, you know, for like your peanuts and your booty hole. You can just use your hands. Don't be scared to touch down there. Become well acquainted with yourself. But remember, what's the rule? What's the rule? 3 times you're playing with yourself? But that's not my business. That's not my business. We need a demonstration? No. No. With body washes, they come in a variety of types. So there's detergent-based and there's pH-balanced soaps. So detergent-based soaps, something like the magic soap that you see here, the sticky date soap, these are going to be detergent-based soaps that have things like sulfates in them, other types of detergent that really get you that squeaky clean feeling. These are okay for you. These are not terrible for you. What I will say is that Your skin has a natural pH and it has a barrier. It's slightly acidic. Detergent-based soaps, body washes will they will make the pH, they will take the pH from acidic to basic. So it will, I believe, lowers the pH? Or does it increase? I forgot how the pH works. Anyway. It makes it, less acidic. Less, like, slightly acidic. So it's okay to use these, but just know that you're gonna, like, strip the oils. Your pH is gonna be off just a little bit. Your body does naturally return to its ideal pH, but just know that that barrier is gonna be compromised for a little bit, so you might need to take a little bit more aftercare. There are pH balanced soaps like the Iliyoon one here. This is a Korean brand. This is non-scented. It's pH balanced. It's marketed for kids, but adults can use it as well. I like to use it every once in a while. These are all good. But yeah, it's gonna leave my skin pH slightly acidic like it should be. I'm not gonna have like issues with drying or anything like that. Usually my skin just behaves as normal. Use stuff like the Dr. Bonner soap or the Sticky Date soap because they have detergents. I feel a little bit more dry, but it's if you like follow up with a moisturizer or something like that, it's fine. But yeah, if you have like sensitive skin, if you have eczema or something like that, maybe you want to avoid detergent-based soaps. That's why I mention these. So if you have certain skin conditions that make you a little bit more sensitive, or maybe you're a little bit more dry, I would avoid detergent-based soaps and stick with something that's like a little bit more pH balanced. But yeah, use a washcloth, choose a soap that works for you, choose a soap that you like, scrub everywhere, wash everywhere, and then rinse it off. They should really teach these things in biology or sex ed. Yeah, they really should. I don't know. I feel like an elementary course or something like that teaches kids, you know, how to wash themselves, how to care for themselves is really important. I just have like a skincare-tism. And so I learned a lot of stuff because I used to be part of like forums and communities. I worked around estheticians for a really long time. I almost wanted to go and become like a dermatologist myself. So I got really into the science of skin and hair. But then I realized that dermatology school is one of the most difficult med schools to get into. And my depression said, no, bitch. So I just had the tism over it. I like learning about stuff. And I like sharing. Too. But yeah. I definitely wish like in early school that somebody had taught me how to take care of myself, because I remember feeling like so embarrassed that I needed to wear deodorant, for example, because Mama Hinketsuki doesn't have to do these sorts of things. Mama Hinketsuki has that Asian gene where she's not stinky, she doesn't produce hair. She got blessed. She got blessed. Unfortunately, I have the stinky gene. So when I sweat, I can produce an odor. And I got really, really embarrassed when I was told that you need to wear deodorant. I thought there was something wrong with me. And yeah, if I had somebody around me that had taught me about these things, I would have felt a lot less shame, and I would have just embraced hygiene all around instead of thinking that hygiene routines and care routines are a punishment. They really should be... They really should just be like a moment for you to, you know, care for yourself. It's self-care, definitely. Yeah, so I would have liked to have been taught. Good timing. Okay, I was kind of yapping a little bit so that the ads would pass by. But yeah, wash your body while the conditioner sits in your hair. Next, skincare. Now this is optional. This is just a time saver for me personally, but I like to wash my face when I shower. I like to wash my face when I shower so that I don't have to do it when I get out. Sometimes I'm even too lazy to follow a day-to-day skincare routine, so making sure that I have my face wash in my shower will just ensure that I actually do it. So this is optional, but especially if you're a daily shower, it might be a big time saver for you. So yeah, wash your face in the shower, and then you can finish your skincare routine outside of the shower. You can use like more gentle cleansers if you're a daily showerer. If you're like a twice or 3 times a week showerer, you can probably use something a little bit more aggressive that has like AHA or BHA in it. These are some of my favorites. I like the low pH Good Morning Cleanser. This is by CosRx. I've been using this one for as long as I've gotten into skincare, and I love this. I love this stuff so much. It's got a little bit of I think like BHA in it, and so it will help, you know, get rid of the dead skin cells on your face. There's also the La Roche-Posay, or as I like to say, La Roche Pussy. Purifying Foaming Cleanser. Again, this one's a little bit more, it's not as gentle, but yeah, it'll help with, you know, getting rid of the dead skin cells on your face, getting rid of dirt and oils, etc., etc. This is another really good one. I put the Hydrating Gentle Cleanser here, and sometimes what I'll do is I'll keep both the Purifying Cleanser, like the Low pH Good Morning Cleanser, and the Hydrating Gentle Cleanser in my shower if I'm taking more frequent showers. Like, for example, during summer when we're sweating. The Hydrating Gentle Cleanser is gentle for every day. I also have dry skin, so that's another thing to mention as well. I have dry skin, so I like to use this one every day. And then I'll use the Good Morning Gel Cleanser every, I don't know, like 2 or 3 times a week. Something like that. Something like that. Huh? Yeah, La Roche Pussy. Do you gotta use sunscreen after these? Yes. Yes. Always use sunscreen. In general. Always use sunscreen in general. Yes. Men, if you have these products in your shower, especially the La Roche-Posay, the woman might think you are ran through. But don't, you know what? Just use Heme Hinketsuki as an excuse. Just say a random green girl on the internet told me to buy these products. I am not ran through. I promise you are my first. I love you. And then you can show them this VOD. It'll be on YouTube for for proof. Lady, if you are watching this now, this donor is not ran through. They are a very respectful individual. They simply just care. They just care about themselves and about you. Now kiss. Now kiss. If you say VTuber suggested, they will no longer think you ran through. You know what? True. I don't know though. We just had a little situation where we encountered a man who likes to sleep with multiple VTubers or chatted up with multiple VTubers. I don't know. Maybe it could mean the opposite now. Who knows? Anyway. Again, this is optional. This is optional. Completely optional. You can do it outside of the shower if you want to, but I do it just because I'm not really good at keeping up a daily skincare routine. And so I keep it in my shower so that when I'm in there, I'm like, oh, yeah, the object permanence, you know, it's like, oh shoot, that thing is there. I should use it. Okay, now at this point, you've done the whole shower. You've pre-washed, you've shampooed, you've conditioned, you've washed your body, you've washed your face. Now we got to talk about what you do after the shower. There's more. Oh, groans. There's more. Yeah. It doesn't stop here. But you've completed the shower. Yippee! Cue confetti. Now, after shower. After the shower, make sure to dry your body immediately and apply moisturizer. Because what does moisturizer do? What does moisturizer do? It locks in water. You've done all that work. You don't want to be dry and flaky. Apply your moisturizer at this point after you've dried yourself. Yes. I As always, with other like hair and skin products, make sure to choose a moisturizer that suits your skin type and needs. So if you want something lightweight, you'll probably go for something that's oil-free, maybe water-based, especially if you have oily skin. If you have sensitive skin, you'll want to go for something that's more gentle, so things that have, no fragrances, no, like AHAs or BHAs in them, not a whole lot of added ingredients, something very lightweight, maybe also water-based, or even like ingredients like oats or ceramides are also great for people with sensitive skin. Hydrating and moisturizing for dry skin. As I mentioned before, moisturizing and hydrating, they serve different purposes. Hydrating is adding hydration, adding water to the skin, and moisturizing will lock it in. Now, in the same way that it works with the conditioner, there are emollients and there are occlusives. Occlusives, again, are going to be like those silicones, whereas emollients are going to be like oils. Personally, again, I don't really like occlusives. I think they just like sit on top of my skin, which like they do, but I can feel it and I don't like that. I hate that feeling so much. So I personally use coconut oil. It works for me. Mama Hinketsuki supplies me with coconut oil year round. Whenever she flies off to the Philippines, she brings me some back. So I actually have some on my desk right here in a little mason jar, because my gremlin ass, as soon as I get out of the shower, what do? I dry myself and I get on my PC. And so I keep my coconut oil at my PC, because then I know that I'll use it. You put things around you so that you use them. Also, my hands get really dry after I wash them after using the bathroom. So like if I'm streaming, I just keep the coconut oil here. Yeah. Another one of my favorite, again, the Iliyun. This is a ceramide lotion. This one's super lightweight as well. I like that one because, again, it doesn't feel like it just like sits on top of my skin. There's like glycolic acid lotions or lactic acid lotions as well. Again, if you deal with like protein buildup in your hair follicles, these can help. I have used these like on my legs because I used to have a problem with like the protein buildup, but now I just use the coconut oil because I've kind of just dealt with it. The EOS lotion I put here, but I prefer this as a hand lotion than I do a body lotion, but this one's really popular, so I just stuck the picture there because a lot of girlies love their EOS vanilla cashmere lotion, but I really fucking hate this on the body. I do. It smells nice. It smells awesome. So if you're like a layering scent type person, yeah, pick this up, but I hate the way this fucking feels, so I just use it on my hand, but I put it there if you want it. But yeah. I just use coconut oil because I have like, my skin is on the drier side. So yeah, I needs it. But yeah, choose what works for you. Choose what works for you. Next though, there are more aftercare because not only do you have to dry your body, you also have to dry your hair. Now, the towel you use on your body should not be used on your hair. Why? Because your hair is wet. And when your hair is wet, what happens? Your hair becomes more vulnerable. That's right. So use a microfiber towel. The fibers on these towels are a lot more gentle because there's more of them. It's not like that coarse material as well. And another thing with drying your hair, do not rub. Do not rub on the hair to dry it. Stop doing that. Scrunch. Scrunch the water, take the towel, put it around your hair, and squeeze so that the water actually comes out. Do not rub. You're causing frizz, you're causing breakage, your hair is vulnerable. Do not rub. Stop doing that. Knock it off. Now. So yeah, microfiber towel, and make sure you are scrunching, you're squeezing the water out of your hair. You're not rubbing your scalp, you're not rubbing the hair shaft. That's just gonna cause breakage and frizz and a lot of other issues that we don't like. Once your hair is dry though, yippee! You can stop here realistically. You could. I don't. So I'm going to tell you what I do. I use like hair serums and oils and hair products. So if you do as well, this might be helpful. At this point, after your hair has been dried, you can use your serums, your oils, and your treatments. So serums or ampules, sometimes they're called that as well, are really good for targeting specific needs. If you have a dry scalp, if you feel like your hair isn't as dense, if your hair is falling out, etc., you can apply these to the scalp and they can be helpful. Just like when you shampoo, you want to make sure that you're gentle with applying these to your scalp. So you apply them to the scalp and you will rub them in with like the little balls of your fingertips. I personally don't use the silicone scrub brush after I've already rinsed my hair out because my hair is drier at this point and it's a little bit more rough. So I try to use the balls of my fingertips. Really work it in, give yourself a good scalp massage. It feels really nice. Also, it helps boost the circulation, so then your scalp will actually absorb the products. Oils, post-shower oils, my behated. Post-shower oils are my behated, especially if there's a lot of people that talk about like scalp oiling or adding a bunch of oils to the lengths of your hair. I personally am not a big fan of this because the oils will, if you apply them to your scalp, some people don't know how to apply them. You only want to apply a very little bit. Also, you want to make sure you're using lightweight oils or like carrier oils. So things like jojoba oil or argan oil are going to be light enough. 2 to 3 drops, if that, and just rub it in. Don't use the little pipette end and then like squeeze it all into your hair. Don't do that. What happens is you get a bunch of oil buildup on your scalp, and what happens is that it can really weigh on the like on the root of your hair. It could actually cause breakage, or not breakage, but like hair fallout. So I'm not a big fan of this, but if you have like a dry scalp or something, a little bit of jojoba oil or a little bit of argan oil can really help, especially jojoba oil, because jojoba oil closely matches the skin's sebum. So it's actually going to be absorbed. Your body is going to be like, oh, that's a familiar friend, and it's going to welcome him in. But use a very, very little amount. Warm it up in your hands, massage it into your scalp, use a very little bit. Don't do it every day, just do it post-shower. Once is fine. And then the next time you shower, yeah. Oils on the ends can be really helpful if you have like split ends or if you experience frizziness. Personally, I think if you're just trying to seal split ends, just cut them off. I don't like oil on the ends because I think it weighs hair down, especially if you have like thinner hair. So it's not my favorite thing in the world, but if you have thicker hair, textured hair, etc., oils on the ends can be great. Use engine oil for substitute. No. So yeah, oils can be really great for locking in moisture as well, reducing frizz like I mentioned before, but make sure you use a very little amount. Again, like warm it up in your hands and then apply it. And just do it the one time after the shower. You shouldn't need to be doing it every single day because the oil builds up and then it weighs your hair down and then it can cause fallout. So just be really gentle. But if you're going to take anything away from this, use a microfiber towel. That's what you see on the very far left. Use a microfiber towel. I'll share some of the serums I like to use. There is the Ordinary like peptide serum for your scalp. I really like this one. I've been using it for a while now. And it really does help with making sure that you're keeping your hair really like thick and dense. If you experience like a lot of hair fallout and you're worried about bald spots or something like that, something like this can really be helpful. There's other stuff out there, like the one that starts with an M or whatever, but I have cats, so I don't use stuff like that. Eucalyptus oils are also great, but again, like rosemary or eucalyptus, these can be helpful as well with like stimulating hair growth. But again, this is something I'd probably do before the shower, not after. Peptides mentioned. Yeah, there's the Lily Eve ampule as well. That's like getting really popular. This one utilizes eucalyptus. So this is generally, again, safe around pets, but just make sure it dries first before you let your cats sniff at you. I have a cat that likes to eat my hair. So yeah, I have to be really careful with what products I put in my hair. Jojoba oil for the scalp is nice if you've got dry scalp. Argan oil is also great from the scalp if you got itchy dry scalp. I get it every once in a while during specific seasons. My scalp will get all flaky and dry and itchy, and so I have to use these after I shower on my scalp, and it helps a lot. It helps a lot. No, T-May's hair is tasty according to Cass. Dude, he was eating my hair yesterday. I woke up and this dude was like, I was like, what the heck are you doing, dog? Cat. I don't know. He's a freak. Remy, he likes eating my hair for some reason. Weirdo. So yeah. That is aftercare. Now, if you go the extra mile and you are a styler, like I am, here are some tips for you. If you don't style your hair either, I think this first one is a really good method to add to your routine, is to blow dry your hair. Now, I know a lot of people have been fed the idea that things like blow dryers are really bad for your hair. It's not true. Like I've explained before, your hair is vulnerable when wet. So drying it first, instead of just letting it air dry, is likely to lead to less breakage. So you can get like a hair dryer, and sometimes they have like a really cool setting. Just use that and blow dry your hair. Just make sure it's dry. If you're really scared of heat damage, you can always use a heat protectant as well. But I have this exact hair dryer because it's green, and I like green things. So I have this, it's a wavy talk hair dryer, and it has a really cool setting, and I just leave it on that, and I blast my hair until all the water's gone, or most of it. So whoever asked the question about tying your hair up when it's wet, don't do that. Don't do that. The hair is easily, because of the hair shaft having water in it and those protein bonds being looser and sometimes even broken, don't do that. You can stretch the hair out, which is not great. It makes it more brittle. You can also, because like I said, the cuticle is also like, it's not flat anymore. It hasn't been smoothed out. Because the cuticle is also exposed, you can cause breakage, snags, especially depending on like what kind of hair tie you use. So if you use some of those like nylons, like rubber bands, all the other things that are like fabric based, things like that, that's gonna snag and catch on your hair if you tie it while it's wet. Don't do that. I would highly advise against it. Like dry your hair first, and then you can use those. Now, if you have like, say like a silk hair tie or something like that, it's gonna be gentler on the hair strand. So this might be okay. So if you have like a silk scrunchie or something like that, and you just want to tie it up in like a low, like messy bun, or like something not too tight, that's fine. As long as the hairstyle that you're tying it up into isn't too tight, and you're using something like a silk scrunchie or something like that, it should be okay. Now, what does one do if they've been doing that for a year? I mean, if you've been doing it for a year and you just stop and you start doing things to treat your hair more gently, then you're fine. You know, like damage is damage, right? But I mean, like, as long as you start caring for it, then the situation can only improve. You're not like at a point of no return. There have been plenty of people who have been doing years and years and years and years of damage to their hair, and they've been able to, you know, build healthier habits in order to, you can't necessarily reverse damage, because like I said, damage is damage, but you can have the new growth be healthier. Yeah. I don't hair tie, it crimps it, especially when wet, and it takes forever to untrain. Yeah, that too. Yeah, it can really mess with like your hair pattern. But yeah, so just dry your hair first. I would just either, if you don't want to blow dry, then don't. If you're like, you swear by air drying, keep doing it. But air drying just ensures that it's in its least vulnerable, or sorry, blow drying, yeah. Ensures that it's in its least vulnerable state, and at that point, yeah, you can tie it up and stuff like that, it's fine. Ladies, I know all of you like your slick backs. Fucking stop. Fucking stop. You are tugging at the root of your hair, and you're causing your hair to fall out. Stop doing it. Stop. Knock it off. Just tie it up loosely like normal, and then yeah, you can slick it down with like gel or something. It looks the same. It does far less damage. Please, for the love of God, your scalp is screaming. But yeah, after you've blow dried your hair, you can use certain products if you like to style. So there's things like pomades. If you have shorter hair, these are kind of like cream. They're a little bit thicker than creams. Pomades are thicker than creams, and they really help with like molding the hair if you have like shorter hair. Creams are great if you have longer hair. Gels for specific reasons if you're trying to hold a style, hairspray, etc., etc. If you're heat styling, like you're straightening, you're doing blowouts, make sure you use a heat protectant if you're using it on any setting besides the lowest setting. You ever think to yourself about the fact that the internet age is coming to an end soon? No. No. But yeah, make sure you use heat protectant if you're styling. And these are some of the things that I like to use. So like I said, I have a Wavy Talk hairdryer. I use the diffuse option. That just makes sure that all of the water gets out of my hair. It's a lot less pinpointed and is more like overall. And then I use things like curl creams. I use mousse. I use gel. And I use like oils or hair primers. I have like wavy-ish hair. Wavy to curly hair. And I like to accentuate that, or at least encourage it more, because I've also done a lot of straightening to my hair, and over time my curl pattern has been lost, so I'm trying to encourage it to come back. So I use a curl cream, and basically what you do after you get out of the shower, your hair's still wet, apply your products. Don't dry your hair just yet. Apply your products. So apply your curl cream and apply your gel. If you like to apply mousse to your roots, go ahead and do that, and then brush it through. And then at this point, you can take that microfiber towel, like I said, and just like squish your hair so that the water and any excess product gets onto the towel. And then, yeah, you can go with like your normal styling routine. Like I have like just like a styling brush. I just brush my hair through. And then once the gel dries, it creates like a cast. So what happens is that it like encapsulates like the wave or the curl and holds its form. So then when the gel cast dries, it's like kind of crunchy. So then I use like an oil or something. I'll like rub it in my hands, and then you scrunch your hair, like you know, smooth it over the gel areas, and then it breaks the gel cast, and then you have normal, just soft, flowy, wavy hair. Yeah. I like to use the Sticky Dates hair primer because it smells good, and I've been using the Sticky Dates body wash for some time now. So I'm like a person who likes to match scents or layer scents depending on the season. So that's what I do during the winter. Yeah. So I've been using the Sticky Dates hair primer. But yeah, that's styling. And there's one last slide. One last slide. General care. So this is just like general stuff that you would do on your day-to-day. This doesn't necessarily have anything to do with your shower. It's just things that I think people can do in order to keep themselves fresh, or help with preventing breakage, or just other things like that. So number one, of course, use deodorant. Please. If you are somebody that produces body odor, use a deodorant. If you want to use an antiperspirant, that's also up to you. I personally really like the Old Spice. They have like it's like the Naturals line or something like that. So it doesn't have the antiperspirant function. It's just the deodorant function. And usually they don't have like dyes and stuff like that. So like the lavender one, smells so good. This is one of my favorites. That's a boy deodorant. You can't use that. I don't give a shit. It smells good. I really like Old Spice deodorants. I think they smell really, really, really nice. So I've been using Old Spice deodorant for forever. I use cheap Old Spice that I can buy at my job, but I get the girls all the time telling I smell great. Yeah, there's I think it's like the sport one they have. That one smells really good. And honestly, at that point, I think if you use that one, you don't even need cologne. It's really strong. The scents are really strong. They're really good. Yeah. Blue Tech Sport. That one smells really good. That is like the antiperspirant, I think, kind. But anyway, I digress. Wear deodorant. Find the one that works for you. Antiperspirant if you're a sweater. If you're really stinky, maybe clinical strength is for you. Just choose one that works for you. One that you like. I prefer no dyes, no metals, gentle scent. Now, I'm somebody who doesn't shower every day. Yeah, I don't shower every day. I probably shower like twice a week, maybe 3 times a week during the summer. And so this is what I do in between showers to keep myself from smelling bad. Between showers, wipe under your arms and other areas that collect sweat. Do it. I personally wipe myself down with a glycolic acid that helps get rid of any dirt, any oils, any bacteria. I just put it on like a disposable like cotton pad or something like that, and I'll wipe myself down under there, and then I'll just apply deodorant again. And it's good as new. If you don't want to use the glycolic acid, and again, if you're going to use a glycolic acid, make sure you're using one that's really, really gentle. So the one from The Ordinary is a 7%. This is, I've used it every day and never had an issue. But of course, test it. If you don't want to use an oil, there's something called hypochlorous acid. I think it's, let me see. What are the ingredients on this? Because I have it on my desk. This is, has niacinamide, and it helps like kill bacteria. I forget what are the active ingredients that help with it, but this was super popular. I want to say like a little bit after COVID, everybody started using this after the gym. It works. I can also use this under my underarms after I take a walk. Or after I feel like I've sweat for the day, I'll spray this on my face. I'll spray it on my underarms, other places that collect, water, and it helps freshen everything up and kill bacteria. Yeah. So these two I highly suggest. So yeah, I'll do that the days in between my showers, and then I'll apply deodorant, and I don't smell. Even the Family Jewels, I would not do this to the Family Jewels, but like if you sweat like in between your legs, like the fold of your leg, sure. Do not apply this to the genitals though. Don't. If you feel like you need that. If you feel like you need to like address some smell in between your legs, you might want to go to a doctor, actually. You might want to get that checked out. There might be something else going on there. So, but yeah, some other things that I do: sleep with a silk pillow. If you have longer hair, the fabric of your pillow will catch onto your hair during the night. You guys are tossing and turning and whatnot. Your hair will catch onto the fabrics of your pillow. I have woken up. I have this like neck pillow that doesn't have a silk cover on it. And when I wake up, sometimes I find like, several strands of hair just attached to it, because it just has that kind of fabric that will cling onto my hair. So what I do instead of using a silk pillow, because if you don't want to buy a silk pillowcase, you don't have to, is that I just wrap my hair up with a silk wrap. I think it's like mulberry silk or something. It's like a scarf. I just wrap my hair in it. I do this every night before I go to bed. Well, most nights, or if I'm super lazy, I will just overlay the scarf on top of my pillow, and that works just as well. What about dockies? Same thing. Your hair will still catch onto it. I've seen it happen. But yeah, so if you're super lazy, you don't want to wrap your hair up, and you don't want to buy a silk scarf or a silk pillowcase, buy a silk scarf, put it over your pillow, and just sleep on that. Just make sure you wash it, every so often, like every week with your laundry. Just make sure you're washing it. So I do that. If you are a product user, so if you like gels, if you like using pomades, creams, mousse, etc., you can reactivate your product the second day by using water. Fun fact. I don't apply product to my hair every day. I don't. So my hair refresh is, I take one of these hairspray bottles that you see over here, fill it with water, spray your hair down, and then you get a styling brush or like a wet brush or something, and you comb through your hair. Boom, product has been reactivated. I can then, like scrunch my hair or do whatever it is in order to, get, certain curls to curl back the way they were, or like maybe like help smooth out frizz. Just use water. Just use water. it will reactivate the product. I've had product last like 2 or 3 days by doing this. Yeah, you don't have to waste product. Yeah. But that brings us to the end. I've taught you how to shower. Now you can, like I said, use this as just like a guide. If you have sensitive skin, dry skin, oily skin, thick hair, thin hair, whatever, acne, etc., eczema. You got eczema? Make sure to adjust this to your needs. This is not law. This is just a base. You don't have to do every step in here as well. Like a lot of the aftercare stuff or the washing your face in the shower, maybe even some of the pre-wash stuff is not entirely necessary. But yeah, I would say if you're going to take anything from this, I think a lot of like the general care is really useful. Just for day to day. Invest in a hypochlor, what is it called? I always abbreviate it. Hypochlorous acid. Invest in one of these. Especially if you're like a gym goer. Just put it in your car. Or if you like work in agriculture, or you do like a job where you get really dirty, you're a mechanic. I'm a mechanic. Something like that. Take one of these bottles, put it in your car, put it in your glove box, and just spray yourself after work. Spray yourself after the gym. Spray yourself after the wash. It really helps with killing like bacteria and stuff like that. You can still shower, but yeah. Clappy! Now the only stinky thing about me is my personality. That one I can't help with. Thanks for the lesson, Miss Hinketsuki. Thank you for being here. But yeah, if you guys have questions, feel free to ask. I answered a couple questions during, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I might not know everything, so it might be something where I say, I don't know, consult your doctor or do some searching, but I can try. My best. Will it get through the oil on my arms? Okay, are you talking like motor grease? No, you're gonna have to like actually use soap to get through that. My question is, why should we listen to someone who just admitted they shower like twice a week? Because I do things in between my showers to make sure that I am still clean. Did we skip that part of the slide? Did we skip that part? You do not need to shower every day to be clean. Now, of course, if you're somebody who goes to the gym and has very, very, very rigorous workouts, if you work outside, if you work with cars, if you work with other chemicals, etc., that's different. Yes, shower. Please shower. If you feel like you sweat all the time, if you're super dirty, shower. I sit at home and I play video games all day. I'm not sweating, so I can just wipe in between my showers and I'm totally fine. Can I get a cute Japanese girlfriend? Well, I mean, it's possible. I'm a firm believer that most people are generally attractive. I don't think like the majority of people are quite unfortunate looking. Most people are attractive. The only thing that is the issue is that a lot of people don't have basic hygiene habits and they don't understand how to just clean themselves up on the day-to-day. And that's why you look like a chud. So yeah, it can definitely help. I think it would 100% help. No longer Hinketsuki, now Hinketsuki. Yeah, question. Yes, Vaughn. Mr. Vaughn, yes. I may have zoned out, but have you said anything about air drying hair? Yeah. So on this slide, I mentioned it. Let me pull it back up. Here. No. Here. So as I explained before, your hair is vulnerable when wet. Your hair shaft has a bunch of water in it that has broken the protein bonds, and your cuticle is exposed. So it is preferable to blow dry your hair, because this just means that as you go about your day, as you know, your hair flows over your clothes, or as you style it, or if you're somebody who likes to tie your hair up, etc., like drying it first is going to be better. You can still air dry if you're careful, if you're not going anywhere, if you don't think your hair is going to snag on your clothes, then don't worry about it. Air dry your hair. But if you're somebody who likes to tie your hair up, or you feel like if you have like, you know, longer hair and your hair is going to rub against your clothes and stuff like that, this can make it vulnerable to damage. So I always say blow dry, but if you're not a fan, air dry. Just be more careful. Do you apply oil before blow drying or vice versa? It really depends. So if you are drying on the lowest setting, I don't, because it's usually a cool setting with no heat. If you are heat styling, so if you are increasing the heat on the blow dryer or using a straightener, use a heat protectant. Use a heat protectant. What is the line between air drying your hair and catching a cold? That's true, I guess. I don't know, Mama Hinketsuki used to always tell me like, oh yeah, like, blow dry your hair or don't sleep when your hair is wet because you're gonna get anemia. So maybe she was right. I don't know, maybe she was right. I can't wait to tell the Filipino women I know how to properly clean them. Let me see. What scent would be best for the general attractive scent but not too overpowering? It really depends. I mean, everybody has their preferences. Honestly, just find what works for you. Just find what works for you. If you're worried about, like, I don't know, attracting somebody else, you're gonna have to sit and smell that yourself, right? So just use what works, what you like, and somebody else is bound to like it. There's different, like, perfumes that have different, like, intensity levels, and that's, like, probably just a completely different stream, right? But there's perfumes that have different intensity levels in terms of, like, the ratio of oil to alcohol. So I think, like, I think it's called, like, the eau de toilette or whatever is pretty mild. So something like that. And just find a scent that you like. Clean scents are generally pretty safe. So things like powdery scents. Floral scents can be pretty offensive to some people, but I think, like, things like lavender are pretty okay. If you like orange, bergamot is pretty good. Patchouli is more of an herbally scent, but I think it just does lie on, like, the citrusy. I personally like patchouli, and I think patchouli has kind of like a musky accent to it as well, so it can be kind of masculine. So yeah, you can even try, like, solid perfumes. They're usually a little bit more mild as well. Perfume oils can be pretty mild, and they just mix into your lotion or whatever moisturizer you use after the shower, so you don't have to spray yourself with anything. Yeah, just choose what you like. Just choose what you like. Somebody else is bound to be attracted to it. You're the one who has to sit and smell yourself. Yeah. Like, for example, I switch my scent up depending on season as well. But that's just me. This is probably, like, something for another stream, but I've explained it before. During the winter, I use, like, sugary scents. Not sugary, but, like, milky, kind of, like, bakery-leaning scents. Lots of coconut, vanilla, milk, coffee, things like that. Syrup, those kind of scents. So things like my body wash, which is like sticky dates. It's a date syrup based scent. So it's like, yeah, sugary. And then my perfume is like it's supposed to, like, simulate walking through a French bakery. So it's like really milky and stuff like that. So I use that, like, during fall, winter. And then during the summer, I go for, like, strawberry or, like, fruity scents. I like gourmands. I like it smelling edible. So, like, during spring and summer, I have a salted strawberry perfume that I really like. I'll use strawberry lotions. I have a strawberry body spray. I got a new one that is the same perfume that Sakamata Chloe uses, and so I like that one a lot because it makes me smell like my JP Oshi. And I miss her. Yeah, it's like a sugary peach scent. It's really nice. Yeah. If you want a fat girl, I hear working McDonald's 8 hours a day is enough to attract the smell. What? I mean, I'm not gonna kink shame. But yeah. Let me see. Were there any other questions? I think that was all of them. Looks at my 1.5-inch hair, adds a silk pillowcase to Amazon cart anyway. I mean, like, it's beneficial for anyone, even if you have long, short, or mid-length hair. Hair is hair at the end of the day. But yeah, like I said, if you're lazy, just take like a silk scarf and just lay it over your pillow. I guess I don't toss that ferociously that it works for me, but if the silk falls off, then just buy a silk pillowcase. Is the conditioner edible? No! No! No. Isn't she known to be stinky? Do we know what a joke is? Do we know what a joke is? No. I am not stinky. I am so sorry to all the people who flocked to this stream because of the stinky tag. I smell good. I smell good. Sorry. Sorry. Lulu! What the heck? I want to have sticky days with. Not stinky? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can change. I can change. I can like I can go on like a 2-hour walk and not wipe my underarms and just let it fester for a little bit. You know, I mean, I won't lie. Sometimes after a long gaming sesh, I'm a little sweaty. Okay, I'm a little sweaty. I gotta take care of business after. I had a Japanese VTuber recommend shampoo once, and it was amazing to smell. Oh yeah, the Tsubaki premium stuff is pretty good. Yeah. A lot of like Japanese products are really well scented. Korean products typically are really mild, but they're a lot more nourishing. My only issue with Japanese products is they really like their silicones, and I don't like silicones. So if you're not into like that feeling of dimethicone being on like your body or your hair, I would probably avoid Japanese products. But yeah, they do smell awesome. They do smell awesome. Wait! Yeah. But that's the end. That's the end. That is the end. I hope you guys enjoyed. Actual question, what's the benefits of a cold shower? It's less harsh on your skin, for one. Is definitely less harsh on your skin. That's like the main thing, honestly. Also, I think cold showers can improve circulation because you're kind of like shocking your body as well. So, I mean, I used to be a really big hot shower person until I started having a lot of trouble with passing out. So I had to stop the hot showers. But when I was a hot shower person, I used to like cutting it cold, like all the way at the end. It can really be good with, improving circulation. And personally, I think it helped a lot with managing my anxiety. Because after, like, usually what I did is I would cut it cold and I have to sit there and I have to regulate myself under the water. Obviously, that's not going to help everybody. Right? Some people, you know, some people are different. But it did help me with teaching me, at least, being able to like regulate my own adrenaline. It did. It doesn't necessarily like help with the anxiety, but it does help with like, regulating your own adrenaline. It does. Yeah. So. I'll try a cold shower, but I'm a coward. I always just do like lukewarm, you know, just above cold, or like right in the middle. Feels good, cold showers. Yeah. Oh yeah, after like a workout or after the summer, yeah, cold showers are good. But yeah, sometimes in the winter it's cold and I'll just, you know, make it a little bit hotter. Yeah, ending it with a cold blast. Yeah, that's how James Bond does it. Yeah, some houses, their water heating system is not great. Sometimes like cold is ice cold. Yeah. If you can get through ice cold shower, you can get through anything. Yeah, it's just about like, you know, just regulating your reaction to things. It probably sounds like placebo to some people or whatever, but I don't know, man. It worked for me. It worked a lot for me. So I used to just like shock myself with cold after hot water. But now I'm very much like a lukewarm shower person. Yeah, I don't get the steam build up on my mirrors or anything. It's just, yeah, normal shower. It's better for your skin, better for your hair, better for your scalp. Yeah, it's a lot better for you. Yeah. Taking a cold shower just to feel something again. I'll try easing myself into it. Yeah, it's just generally better, you know? Yeah, like I said, for your skin and your hair and your scalp, to not have just like scalding hot water beating down on it. Yeah. Can you also talk about hair care advice? I did a little bit in the aftercare section. But general rules of thumb, I would say if you're somebody who likes hair oils and hair masks, before shower. If you like applying scalp oils to your scalp, if you like applying oils to your hair lengths, if you like using hair masks, do this before the shower. Do this before the shower. So whatever it is you need, if you need more hydration, if you need more moisturization, if you need more protein, if your scalp is dry, certain oils like oiling your scalp can be really beneficial. Do this like 2 to 3 hours before you shower and just let it sit. And then like you obviously want to wash it out. You can oil afterwards. If you have like a dry scalp or something, a little bit of jojoba oil is awesome. Just like 2 to 3 drops, warm it up in your hand, apply it directly to the scalp. Hair ends, again, I'm not like a big fan of like oiling scalp or oiling my hair ends, but like if you use it very, 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 very liberally, it's okay. But yeah, most of your like care, I think like comes before with like the masks and stuff like that. You can use certain serums to address certain issues. Like if you have struggles with like hair loss or hair growth, there's like peptide serums that you can use on your scalp that are helpful. These usually don't have like heavy oils in them, so they're okay. So yeah. You can go back into the VOD and I kind of talk about that stuff. I don't do nearly anything you mentioned here. My hair is fantastic. I get a lot of compliments, and my skincare, though, is sorely needing to improve. I mean, some people need more or less maintenance. Also, just because something looks good doesn't always mean it's healthy either. Just food for thought. Just food for thought. Like I said, this is just a guide or a base. You can adjust it however you want. You can adjust it however you want. This is not law. You can just take suggestions if you want to. But yeah. And not law. Use it as a guideline. Yeah. Be educated. Yep. Understand your needs. Understand what kind of skin type you have. Understand what kind of hair type you have. If you have skin troubles, know what they are. And just adjust your routine based on that. Yeah. How do I stop going bald and have long hair? Scalp stimulation, and sometimes you will need to apply products that will further help with scalp growth. So like I said before here, bamboo brush, you can even use, I think if you're just like bald, you honestly could just use like a boar bristle brush and just brush your hair or brush your scalp like 3 to 5 minutes. Encouraging blood flow to your scalp will help a lot. And then yeah, you can use topicals if you want. So there's like in-shower topicals, like I mentioned here. There's the Soapbox Oh My Growth. That is super awesome. I've found a lot less hair loss with that. I don't have an issue with hair growth, but I have an issue with hair falling out. And I try to limit that as much as possible. Like I said, there's peptide serums that you can apply to your scalp as well that can encourage hair growth. Something I will say about hair growth. A lot of people think, oh, just consume gesting. It does not always distribute to the area that you want it to. It's helpful for like overall, but it's not 100% guaranteed that consuming the vitamin or whatever it is going to help with targeting the problem area. So like some people, I forget what that one like very popular hair medication is. It starts with an M. Minoxidil or whatever it's called. There's an oral version It's not as great. Your topicals are always going to be what you want to do. Topicals are always going to be what you want to do. So yeah, stimulate blood flow to your scalp by doing scalp massages. When you're washing your hair, make sure that you're super gentle with it because your hair is more vulnerable when it is wet. Like I said, you have the expanded hair shaft plus the exposed cuticle, so make sure you're being really, really gentle when you are shampooing, conditioning, detangling. And then after your showers, apply serums if you need to. And then just, yeah, silk pillowcase. Make sure you're not tugging on your hair. Dry your hair, etc., etc. etc., etc. Wait, should I be untangling my hair before I get in the shower? So it really depends. It really depends. Wet is going to be easier to detangle your hair, but it's not always considered best because, again, your hair is more vulnerable when wet. So if you trust yourself to be gentle with detangling, you can do it wet. I do it both. So I do the dry brush with the bamboo brush before I shower, but also keep in mind that I don't have it's gonna depend on your hair type. People have really coily hair. It's really, really difficult to brush your hair while it's dry. It's just not gonna happen. Or you're gonna sit there for hours trying to detangle, right? So for people with super, super coily hair, super, super dense hair, they're gonna have an easier time to detangle while wet, also with product applied. But you just have to make sure that you are super, super careful because you will get more fallout if you are not careful with it. While it's dry, it's less prone to stretching the hair strand. It's less prone to breaking the hair strand, things like that. So I do both. I have wavy-ish hair. I have some curls. So I do a dry brush before. That also helps with distributing the hair oils from the scalp down to the links as well. And then I also use let me find it, a wet brush in the shower because I trust myself to be gentle enough. But yeah, it just really depends on your hair type and how gentle you think you'll be. I usually rub my hair dry with a towel, but not enough for it to be dripping everywhere. I wouldn't rub your hair with a towel personally. Yeah. But yeah, it just depends on you. It just depends on you. But yeah, detangling while wet is going to be easier, but you also need to know that you need to be more gentle with it. Yeah. The generic name for Rogaine, yeah, whatever that is. Yeah. But yeah, that's my presentation on how to shower. I hope it was informational. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. But yeah, the VOD will stay up on YouTube if you want to go back and watch it. So you can always go back and watch. My hair is very coily, but I always have it tied in a bun. I tend to untie it in the shower and then brush it out. Yeah. So if you have really coily hair, then water with product might help with slip, right? It'll make it a lot easier to detangle without applying too much pressure. So yeah, wet might work best for you. You could always try dry. It just really depends on how you feel. Just try something out and see how it works for you. I used to exclusively only do it in the shower, but I started doing it before and after because I found that if I detangle before, that it gets any of that preliminary fallout and I don't have to deal with it in the shower. And then detangling in the shower, of course, is just a lot easier because there's slip, but I do have to, like I said, just be extra gentle, extra careful. Yeah. Instructions unclear, freezer on fire. GG. Yeah. I also dry my hair with a towel because I'm too cheap to buy a hairdryer, but if anyone struggles with fallout breakage, they want to try a hairdryer. Yeah, or you can just get a microfiber towel as well. Yeah. That can help. Like I said, air drying is perfectly fine as long as you're just gentle with how you treat it afterwards. Get a microfiber towel, don't rub, just squeeze the water out of your hair, and then just treat it gently while it's wet. Yeah. that is my very long presentation on how to shower. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a little bit of fun with this stream. I had a little bit of fun. I like talking about hair care and skin care and body care and self-care. I think I'll end with something important to say. I kind of addressed it a little bit midway through, but don't let hygiene be something that you punish yourself with. Hygiene should be self-care. It should be a time for you to be slow and gentle with yourself, unwind, relax, make yourself fresh, feel good. So don't think of hygiene as like a self-punishment thing, or don't be like embarrassed about your specific hygiene needs as well. If you're somebody that needs deodorant, if you're somebody that needs to shower every day, if you're somebody that, needs to wash their hair every day because they're oily, or if you're somebody that, I don't know, maybe suffers with a skin condition or something and you need to use specialized products or a specialized routine, like, don't feel bad about it. Do not. Yeah, sometimes life can be too fast, but I am a firm believer that I think we really don't take the time to slow down. I promise that you have time in the day to take a 10 to 15 minute shower. This whole routine, all of this that I've shown you here, I used to live in a really militant household where my showers are timed and I'm able to do all this. I'm able to do all of this. Of course, the after shower and the before shower stuff is I can take my time with, but you can effectively clean yourself in the shower. You can. If you really feel like you don't have just an hour in a day to dedicate yourself, I don't know, you might have to reassess what you're putting your time into. But yeah, self-care is super important. It's not just about being clean. It's also just taking time for yourself to relax and unwind. So it's really important. And you don't have to do everything I do. I know I'm really I don't know, neurotic about certain things, but skincare and body care, as much as I don't, shower daily, but my day-to-day routines are really what they are, routines, and they get me through the day. They make me happy. So, yeah. But I can't watch Heme in the shower. Get some help. Get some help. Therapy right now. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun with this. I hope you guys learned something, or if anything, you had fun just hanging out. Hope you had fun just hanging out. I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is for you. Make sure to get up, walk around, stretch, drink some water, eat something yummy. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in the Discord. We're going to be watching Twin Peaks Season 2. We're on episode 4. So if you missed the first watch along, we're still continuing. And then I'll be back on Friday. We're going to play Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. This will be my first time. It's the PS2 version. So no PS1 Hagrid. I'm sorry. Sorry. And as always, if you're new here, here are my socials. You can follow me on Twitter or Blue Sky. I also have the YouTube there where this VOD will be kept, so you can always go back to it if you would like. Let's see if we have somebody to raid. Let's see. Who can we raid? Who's streaming? Ooh, wait! Miwa's playing Umigari. So let's raid Miwa. Let's raid Miwa and watch her catch some fish. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Here's a raid message. There's one for both subs and non-subs, so feel free to copy it one time and paste it in Miwa's chat. And I always hang out in the chat and the person that I raid after the stream, so if you want to continue hanging out with me, go ahead and join in. Go ahead and join in. Heme! Thank you guys so much. I had a lot of fun. Maybe in the future I'll do like a skincare stream or something. But that one's Heme is the type to have like a 20-step skincare routine, so maybe that's not great. I even have trouble with keeping up with it, so maybe I shouldn't. Actually, if anything, if you know Sheena from Phase Connect, she has a skincare stream she did on YouTube that's actually really helpful. Actually, let me find it. Let me find it if I can paste it really quick before the raid goes. Wait, let me cancel it while I find the stream. Here, yeah, this one. I found it. It's this stream. It's basic skincare, and a lot of the products that she mentions I actually use myself. I really like, so yeah. Yeah, go ahead and watch that one. I suggest that video for skincare tips. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna raid Miwa. Heme, thanks for hanging out. I had a lot of fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Twin Peaks watch along. Otherwise, I'll see you on Friday for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Or not Chamber of Secrets. Sorcerer's Stone. Heme! Bye-bye!